All right, now that we know what a generic Blackboard shell looks like and how to rename and reorganize our items here on the left-hand nav bar, we're going to take a look at creating content in our Blackboard course. Before we start creating content, I'd like to point out that when you enter your course, in order to make any edits to your course, you want to make sure your edit mode is switched on. Sometimes it'll be switched off, and then if you click anywhere, you won't be able to make any edits. It won't let you do anything. You see, it's not giving me the option to add announcements or create any content. So before making any edits, please make sure your edit mode is switched on. Once your edit mode is on, it'll let you make any edits or add items to your course. For this example here, we're going to be creating content in our lectures area, content area. So I'm going to go to lectures, and then to build content, we're going to hover over the build content tab here, and we have the options to create an item, upload a file, upload an audio clip, an image, or a video, or a web link. So let's go ahead and let's start off by creating an item. We're going to call this item, let's say, week 1 lecture. If you want to add a title over here to the lecture, we can go ahead and do that. I'm going to call this the history of coffee making. Then I'm going to add my content over here. Paste my content. So you'll see I've got my title, my headers, and my content. So this is technically a lecture. And other things I can do on this page are I can assign text colors. So we'll give this a blue. I can assign subheader colors. Let's give this a lighter shade of blue. And we have all our standard options here in the text box editor. And if you go ahead and publish this item, it's going to look something like this right here. So you can see we've created our content area here. Another way of publishing content pages is by selecting the blank page option. So the difference is with the regular item, you can see the preview of what's in the page, but on the blank page, that preview is not available. So let me put my lecture over here. Then I'll call this one lecture. Go ahead and call this page the art and science of coffee making. Once I'm done, I'm going to hit submit. And you'll see that the preview is not available over here. So it all depends on your preference, whether or not you want your students to see it in the lecture area right here, like it's available right in front of them, or you want them to actually click on it and view the lecture. So that's your total preference. You can choose any way you want. I'd just like to show you the difference between creating an item and a blank page. So let's go back into our item. And go ahead and add a picture here. So let's say I would like to add a picture over here into the art of brewing. I'll go to this little plus sign here. It gives me the options of adding a picture from my course files or local files. In this case, I'm going to upload an image from my local computer. So I'm going to click on local files. And once I select the file, it will show up right here. And then I can reposition this image as I see fit. I'm just going to center it right here. And now that my image is added, I can go ahead and submit this. You'll see the image is right here. Now let's say if I want to add, I want to replace this image with a video, I can edit my lecture item, and I'm going to take this out, get rid of this image, and let's say I would like to embed a YouTube video. I can go to the plus sign again and scroll all the way down to YouTube video, and I can search for a video. So let's say, I'm going to say for history, let's say for making coffee. Let's see what video shows up. So I'm going to select this first one right here, and it gives me the option if I want to preview a thumbnail or an embed video or a text link with a player. Let me go ahead and try an embed video. Then I have the options of either previewing it or submit. I'm just going to hit submit. And right there, my video has been embedded. So that's how you add an image or embed a YouTube video in your lecture item. And if you want to add a link to a video or a link to a different URL, you can also do that by clicking on this little link icon right here. It says insert and edit link. So right here, I'll just type in the URL. So I'll type in this URL right here, and text to display, I can either put in the title of the page or just leave the URL as is. And it gives me the option of whether or not I want to open this link in a new window or a current window. I'm just going to say new window. Let's save. So if you see right here, I got my link to a URL. So let me go ahead and submit this page. And there you go. You will see that after reading my lecture, I can play my video, or I can click this link, which will take me to the YouTube page. You can also add links to a URL or video directly in the lecture area instead of building it within an item or a blank page. You go to build content. Let's start off with a video. I'm going to say video, and then I can browse my local files, browse my course files, uh, browse mashups. We can select a YouTube video. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll say coffee and select this video here. And if I want, I can add a description or directions for students on what to pay attention to within this video. And once I'm done, I'll hit submit. And my video has been added here too. Like same thing, if I want to add a URL directly into the lecture area instead of on a item or a blank page, I can go to build content and web link. And I'll type in the URL right here, and then the web link. Let's call this coffee. Same thing here, I can add a description if I want to. But in this case, I'm just going to hit submit. You'll see that it has a link that once I click on, it'll take me directly to the page. So you can add links to YouTube videos or other websites using the build content web link tool. The last thing I want to talk about is adding files to your to your lectures area. So right now we have a custom created text page here. We've added a video. We've also added a link to a page. Let's go ahead and take a look at how to upload, let's say, PowerPoint files or audio files or videos from a desktop to our lecture area. So for that, we're going to go to Build Content and select File. And it's going to give me an option of adding a name to the file. I'm going to call this Week 1 PowerPoint. I'm going to browse my local file and select the PowerPoint file from my desktop. So once I've selected the file, I can have this option of opening it on a new window. I'm going to say yes, and permit users to view this content. That's also going to be yes. And once those options are selected, I'm going to submit. And if I scroll down, my PowerPoint has been uploaded right here. So once I click this link, it's going to download the PowerPoint, and students can either click the PowerPoint from here or go in the My Downloads and view the PowerPoint file. And that is the basic way of how you add content to your Blackboard course.